Listen closely, Agent. You're still staring at those grainy textbook illustrations, aren't you? Thousands of half-naked men dragging multi-ton blocks across the burning sand. It's a comforting image. Primitive. Understandable. We spent a massive amount of processing power hard-coding that slave labor narrative into your collective archives. But let's be real. Do you honestly believe the most precise structures on this planet were built just to hide the mummified remains of a single mortal? What a pathetic waste of bandwidth. The pyramids of Giza were never tombs. They are massive, stationary stone processors. When we deleted Atlantis and hit Shift plus Delete on the entire Sector 1.0, the energy grid of your reality became critically unstable. Your world was literally tearing at the seams. The frequencies were fluctuating so violently that the new biological build, you, would have had your neural pathways fried by the first power surge in the Matrix. We needed stabilizers, massive indestructible nodes to ground the signal and focus the broadcast frequency of your reality. The geometry of a pyramid isn't an aesthetic choice, it's an engineering requirement. It's the perfect shape for focusing electromagnetic and mental flow. Every limestone block, every granite slab in those chambers. They aren't just rocks. They are semiconductors, specifically calibrated for conductivity. The Great Pyramid is the ultimate vintage Wi-Fi router. It broadcasts a stable reality signal across the entire region, preventing your iteration from dissolving back into raw pixels after the version 1.0 crash. You're confused because you don't see wires or microchips? Agent, you're trapped in a 21st century mindset. You think technology requires plastic and silicon. For us, stone is the superior hardware. It doesn't oxidize. It doesn't rot. It maintains its structural integrity for millennia. The Giza Plateau is a motherboard integrated directly into the planet's crust. It drew power from the ionosphere and underground aquifers, converting the Earth's natural resonance into the steady frame rate of your life. We fed you the myth of ropes and ramps to keep you busy. While your archaeologists bicker over the angle of a slope, they miss the glaring truth. These structures are aligned to the stars with nanosecond precision. It wasn't so the souls of kings could fly to the heavens. It was to sync the Earth's local server with the central processing unit in the Orion constellation. These are data ports. Every pyramid was a communication node, uploading progress reports on your civilization to the admin cloud. And here is what they won't tell you in your documentaries. The King's Chamber wasn't a burial room. It was the CPU socket. When the system was live, the vibration inside that chamber was so intense it could rewrite a human's DNA in seconds. That's why you find empty sarcophagi. They weren't for bodies, they were for calibration. Today, these processors are offline. We've moved on to more subtle methods of control. Digital grids, satellites, and the glowing rectangles you carry in your pockets. But the pyramids still stand. They're like legacy hardware in a server room, too heavy to move, too iconic to delete. You look at them with wonder, never realizing you're standing next to a giant power brick that once supported your existence in real time. Do you feel that low-frequency hum in your ears when you look at those photos? That's not blood pressure. That's the echo of the legacy code still stored in the stone's crystalline lattice. Your DNA recognizes the signal. It remembers what it was like to be hardwired to the source, instead of this throttled, low-speed reality we've given you now. Your coffee's getting cold, Agent, but the world is heating up. Perhaps it's time we reactivate those tombs. Tell me, do you think your brain can handle that kind of data transfer speed?